Hello beautiful people, thank you so much for tuning in, watching and listening. This is going to be the mid-May 2022 video for the zodiac sign of Libra. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post videos in the future. Also, I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything going on for you this month. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In the first column, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so the last few weeks or month. Column number 2 is going to be a general look at what's coming to the end of May. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and in the fifth and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self, our spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. Let's see here, pulling a summary card. We have the card space. So likely you have felt like Libra that you need more space these last few weeks. Space is a good thing though. It gives you a chance to clear your mind, take the time and space to process what's going on. But definitely some of you have been feeling that need to have some space. Let's see what messages come through here. The first card that we have is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of self-defense or feeling like you need to protect yourself against competition. If you look at this person, they're standing on a hill. They have just their one wand, and then there's these 6 other wands trying to hit them. So again, it's a very defensive competition type energy. The next card that we have is the Chariot. The Chariot is a card of action, change. It's about being on a journey. The nice thing with the Chariot is sometimes we don't always know where we're going. We just kind of trust that the Chariot is taking us to the right place. But again, definitely things are moving and shaking for you here, making some progress on some stuff it seems like. Then at the bottom here we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a very patient card, so things could have potentially been taking longer than you had usually would have liked. You could have had to be patient with these kind of situations. But it is also a card of hard work. So this is like things that you have worked hard for, Libra. This could potentially be new job, raise, or some sort of money news too. So this journey could be leading you to new money. Some of you could be looking for a new job because you're tired of having to defend yourself. But let's see what other messages we have here. The first card we have is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very resourceful card. I like to see it. This is a good shift in money typically. So for those of you with this new job, this will give you the opportunity to be more resourceful. This could also be a card of fertility. Some of you could have been having struggles with fertility based on that Seven of Wands and the Queen of Wands together. But I'm also getting that like some people could be like questioning you as a character or questioning your morals with the pairing of these 2 cards here. The next card that we have is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is very studious, also another hard-working card. So do continue to work forward, moving forward with this action and change with the Chariot. Keep working hard. This could be a card of new love too, so some of you could have found a new love interest these last few weeks. And then last but not least, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed restrictions. If you look at this card, the person is blindfolded and their arms are bound down, but there's all these swords stuck into the ground, so this person could very easily kind of like wiggle back and cut themselves free. So I feel like at some point in time, you could have been limiting yourself from this Page of Pentacles. Maybe, again, this was you maybe not being as patient as you needed to be. Or maybe you weren't pursuing this new job or money, and now that you are, it did come to you. But it seems like you were limiting or like not taking action for whatever reason. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is just general look at what's going to happen through the remainder of May. We have the card Revision. This, plain and simple, is kind of like that check and adjust energy, that pivot energy for the fans. But But this is like potentially having to revise what you had planned, this grand scheme of things. Again, very much so that check and adjust energy with revision. But let's see what other messages, Libra, we have coming for you here. The first card we have is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of secrets, mystery. It's about very much so your intuition though, and trusting yourself. What I'm getting from this is you may get more information on something this month or in the remainder of this month, and you'll kind of need to change your approach or change your plan of action based on that information. Of course, trusting your intuition while doing that. We'll clarify and see what other information we can get there. The next card we have is the Justice card. The Justice card is a card that's always beneficial for you, Libra. This is a card of like cause and effect, win-win, truth coming out. Again, I am feeling that you're going to get some new information this month or going into the end of this month that you didn't have before. This is also a really good card for like contracts and legal type things, anything being settled through the court. Again, in your favor, of course, there. But it's been like you've been working hard towards something, but definitely more information or some sort of truth coming out for you this month. Then at the bottom, we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a very tired card. If you look at this person, they're like laid down flat. This is a card of needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. So do keep that in mind, that make sure that you're not burning yourself out, Libra, going into the end of the month. We have to keep our energies high. The first clarifying card we have is the Tower card. The Tower card is a card of unwanted change. The way I explain this is like, you were hoping for A, B, C, and you got D, E, F instead. So the nice thing about the Tower card, although it's not the change that we wanted, it didn't play out the way we wanted it to, it is still beneficial to you. It's going to take you to the right path. It's going to take you to the right place. It's still giving you what you need. It just didn't happen the way you wanted it to, Libra. This is paired on top of the High Priestess. So this truth coming out maybe is not what you wanted to hear. It's not what you expected. But again, just know it's taking you to the right place. It will likely cause you to revise the plans you had in place. But again, it's going to get you to where you need to go. Then the next card, we have Justice on top of Justice. For those of you that have watched my videos before, you know I love when this happens. This is like the universe saying, I said what I meant. So we have Dual Justice, which is just that very clear same message. Again, this is a card that's favorable for you. This is cause and effect. This could be really good for like what you've been working hard towards, you'll be getting that. Also good for going to court, legal contracts, that kind of stuff. And this is, again, I think confirming too, there is definitely some sort of new truth or information that you'll be having this month. At the bottom here, we have the Six of Swords. I like the Six of Swords, although it looks a little gloomy. These people are facing away from us, their heads are hanging down, and their sword stuck into the boat. But this boat is moving forward in a positive direction. So with the Six of Swords, this is about going through a necessary transition. So again, this information is information you needed. It is going to change your course, but it's going to be for the better. Some of you could actually be physically moving or relocating when we see that Six of Swords card as well. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything money. The first card that we have is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a very generous card. It's a card of giving or receiving help. I do feel like this is money coming in for you, Libra. We're going to clarify this and see if I can give you more context. But I just feel like there's money coming in, and not in the usual way that we would see with the Six of Pentacles. The next card that we have is the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of addiction, greed, envy, materialism, obsession. This is the second time I've given this message for these set of readings, but I'm going to give it to you because that's what I'm getting, Libra. This is like, ask yourself before you buy something if you really need it. Like Like, only buy it if you really truly need it. Not that you have money issues, but this is just like kind of checking your spending almost is what's coming through there. Then at the bottom here, we have the Sun card. The Sun card is a card of material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. Wonderful card to have no matter where in our reading, but take this as a very positive sign for both your job and money. But let's see what other messages we have here. The first card that we have is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. We see this a lot in the money column because oftentimes that long-term security comes in the form of having finances. I will say that whatever this money is that's coming in, it's going to be putting you on your path, getting closer to where you want to be long-term. It's going to give you that additional long-term security. I do feel like, even though, again, it's not the typical way that I see this come through with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like this could be like a promotion or raise or some sort of merit increase. So just be on the lookout for that. The next card that we have is the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. The Ace of Swords is new ideas, new mental clarity. And going back to what I was saying is, like, you need to like check if it's money you really should be spending. I feel like you do need to take a new approach to your finances, to your spending, to your saving, to your budgeting. So take that how it resonates, Libra. That new thing is a new budget, it feels like. Then at the bottom here, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card with low feelings. The Five of Cups is loss, regret, feeling abandoned, feeling unloved. Again, those really low feelings. For whatever reason, you've been feeling low about money. You've been feeling low about your job. But again, this card is coming through as validation, that it's going to be okay, that you will be happy, that you'll be successful. So don't lose sight of that. Again, I don't know the exact circumstance, and it's hard when we do general readings to see everything that's happening, but take that Sun card as validation. Now let's move into our next column, which is anything related to love. So think family, friends, children, relationships, anything that you associate with love, Libra. The first card that we have is the Star card. The Star card is a card of renewal, hope, inner clarity. It could be like miracle type energy too. I know that seems really silly, but there could be something that's happening that's miracle-like. Maybe you've been struggling with infertility and you find out now that you're pregnant. If you're in kind of a low spot with a relationship, I do feel like your energies are going to be renewed there as well. The next card that we have is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is a card of ill health, worry, financial loss. Worry seems to be the message that's sticking out here. There's something related to love that you've been worried about, and maybe worry is not the right word. It's like more so something that's bothering you. I'm feeling bothered energy, Libra, but we'll clarify that as well. Then at the bottom here, we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a card of waiting. Again, there feels to be something that maybe you're worried about, bothered about, something you're waiting for. Maybe you've been waiting to enter into a new relationship. You've been waiting to get engaged. Maybe you've been waiting to get pregnant. Again, that kind of miracle type energy there for some of you. This could also indicate travel. So you could be traveling with family, friends, or a loved one going into the end of this month. But let's clarify our messages here. The first clarifying card we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a card of being very active. It's taking on a new project or some sort of new creative idea. So for those of you feeling stagnant, whether you're single or in a relationship, I just feel like this is a more active time. Things feel like they're moving in your... It seems odd to say, but it still feels like you're making progress again with these two cards paired together. The next card that we have is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a really interesting card. It's a great card for money, but when we talk about the Ten of Pentacles, this is a card of leaving a legacy. It's retirement, it's inheritance, it's a large sum of money. Again, this is the family and friends column, so some of you could be getting money in from a family member. Typically when I see money cards though in this column, it's kind of money surrounding you, if that makes sense, Libra. It wouldn't necessarily you be getting a new job, but it could be a loved one getting a new job. You could have a family member retiring as well. That seems interesting to say, but like possibly one of your parents is getting ready to retire. But as this relates to Five of Pentacles, there's some sort of worry as it relates to somebody in your family, likely something money related. You're worrying about somebody, one of your friends or family members as it relates to money. This is a card of leaving a legacy though. So again, this is like saying this is the right thing to do long term. You're on the right path long term. So hopefully that can give you some peace to some of that worrying that you could have been doing. Now at the bottom here, we have the Empress. The Empress is a really wonderful card. It's a card of creation, a card of abundance. This is also a pregnancy and fertility card. It's an indicator that you're doing well and being a good parent. So for those of you hoping to expand your family, very, very good news there. For those of you traveling, I feel like this is kind of like the beginning of you traveling more. Hopefully you enjoy traveling, because this is like kind of the triggering event to more travel paired with that Two of Wands. But again, this is waiting, and for some of you, you've been waiting for pregnancy, fertility, that opportunity to be a parent. Now we're going to take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. Pull a summary card here. We have the card Absence. There may be a time in these next few weeks where you kind of need to withdraw and take time for yourself. Going back to what we were saying earlier, giving yourself space to think, breathe, rest, recover, make decisions. So don't hesitate to do that for yourself. But let's see what other messages I can give you here. The first card we have is the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect, and courage. The Strength card is about you doing for you typically. Again, this is that self-love, that self-respect, doing what you need to do for you, even if that means kind of withdrawing and giving some time and space to yourself. We also have the Fool card coming in. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana. It's a card of fresh hope, taking chances, being on a new path, having a new beginning. This is like light to new beginnings, so I like to see this for you. Again, you'll have to know what this new beginning is, not me, but there is definitely something new on the front. And continuing on that path of the new, we have the Knight of Wands, which is very free-spirited and very creative. So whatever this new opportunity is, this new beginning is with the Fool card, is going to be very creative, and it's going to be very free-spirited. When I see the Knight of Wands card, it's like a freedom card. But let's clarify and see what messages we've got here. First and foremost, we have the Four of Swords. This is a card of needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. Also a card of solitude. So remember what I was saying, pulling back, being absent, giving yourself the time that you need. You need this self-love. You need this self-respect. You need time to rest, recover, renew is what's coming through there, Libra. The next card that we have is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is very fast-paced lifestyle change. If you look at this card, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly. So whatever this new beginning is, it's coming very, very quickly. Then at the bottom, we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration. So there's definitely going to be a lot of success, happiness, joy, and going back to the Knight of Wands, freedom that's coming with this new beginning with the Fool. So overall, looking really, really good across the board, Libra. Now let's take a look. I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck to answer those. Libra, if you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the Five of Clubs. This is the number 33 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the Five of Spades. This is the number 6 card. That's going to be a no. That's going to be a no. Sorry, I'm making a mess here. And for question number 3, we have the King of Hearts. This is the number 24 card. That's going to be a yes for you. So yes, no, yes, Libra. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a crystal from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of May. Your crystal was amber, which is good for creativity, warmth. It gives you like a childish-like candor. It's a very happy crystal, and it gives you a lot of joy in life. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. Thank you so much, Libra, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonated with you. Again, subscriptions help me very greatly, as well as you'll be notified when I post new videos. If you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your May, Libra.